this week. I can't wait to give you my seat. I can't wait till it's just week. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Roll up this week. I can't wait to give you my seat. I can't wait till it's just week. I can't wait. No, I can't wait. No. I'm too impatient. Ooh. Rolled up a whole damn gram I'm facing. I'm too damn impatient. Ooh. Look at your body, yeah, look what I'm facing. I'm too damn impatient. I'm trying to get all in your life and you waste it. I'm trying to make a baby. Fuck. I'm trying to fuck it up, yeah, I'm trying to go crazy. Lady, you plus me, what you think?
I be jamming when my fucking promo video coming out. What's up? What's up? It's your favorite homegirl, Chanel. What's up? What's up? What's up? And welcome to another episode of Sex, Love, and Vibes. Hey, y'all. What's up, y'all? Before I get straight into the episode, I wanted to do something before I even start off. It's only right that I mention what has been going on for the past couple weeks. As everyone knows, it's been all over social media, the news. Everyone's been talking about the shooting that happened in New York at the supermarket, as well as the shooting that happened at the school out in Texas. I would like to give my sincere condolences to all the families, the loved ones, anyone that was affected by those shootings. Those stories alone were not only devastating, but it really hit close to home, especially for those who have kids, especially for those who, just day to day in general, it seemed like it's much harder now to even go to the damn supermarket, go up the street to do something. It's always something. So it's only right that I get on here and I give my sincere condolences to those families and to those loved ones of those victims. So thank you so much again for tuning in to another episode of Sex, Love, and Vibes. And tonight, we're going to get straight into it. I got my homeboy, Darnell Brown.
What's good, Nelly? What's good, Nelly?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome.
What's up, man? Hey, I'm honored to be on the show, Sex, Love, and Vibes.
I'm so
hey,
glad.
Nelly, you're doing a wonderful job, man.
Thank you. Hey, but I also gotta give you your props. Darnell, I want you to shout out your podcast as well. If y'all don't know, he definitely got a podcast. Y'all definitely need to tune in. Go ahead and do your thing.
Listen, Out the Box podcast every Wednesday. We here on 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern time. Out the Box podcast. You know our slogan, get in tune, stupid. That's how we do it, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Yeah. Yes,
okay.
Ma'am.
So before we even get into the episode, now this is my first time ever working with you.
Yes.
I tuned into one of your episodes and just being on the phone with you, you a whole fucking vibe anyway. You got a sense of humor, but I've also picked up on your energy. Like, not only do you have a sense of humor, but you're very outspoken. Very outspoken. And that's good though. That's good. I'm always talking my shit on here. I'm always trying to get other people on the show who is just as outspoken as I am, who's very opinionated, so that we can, just go back and forth with different things. Right. So I was super excited to have you on the show because I'm like, oh, you're gonna talk your shit.
I am. I'm already. It's already there.
I already know. He gonna talk his shit, and I'm ready for it.
In the words of my man Kevin Hart, it's about to go down. I'm not just waiting on this.
Now we decided tonight, for tonight's episode, we're gonna talk about relationships, entanglements, and we was gonna switch it up here and there, and we was also gonna get into like triggers, trauma and stuff like that. So, first thing first, when getting into the statuses of relationships, now you're currently in a relationship. You're actually married. How long have you been married?
I've been married now 7 long.
You know what? I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. That is dope. That's amazing. And congratulations on that. That's fucking amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So,
I know it is. You just talking shit. I already know it is. And I already saw y'all just recently had your anniversary. So amazing as well. Congratulations to making it to 7 years. That's amazing. See?
Appreciate it.
Look, don't be getting on here talking your shit already. Don't
already. You know you can't give a black man a microphone.
I I already know. Now,
Go ahead.
so I was once married. I was married years ago.
Okay.
Got divorced back in 2018. So when talking about marriage or just relationships in general, I'm very open with like my marriage and my divorce, and starting over and getting into something new with a different person or whatnot. And so tell me, like, what are some what is some advice you would like to give to someone? Look, you was ready. You didn't already hit the goddamn sound effect.
hey, I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Like with someone who's looking to, step into that, and actually get married, and want to try that again and stuff. What is some advice you would give to someone like that? What is some advice you would give to me?
Okay. The main advice I give people all the time, real talk, is you need to really find out and know that person. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times in relationships, people don't know their favorite colors. They don't know what the person's favorite food is. You know what I'm saying? We know your favorite position, but we don't know your favorite food, favorite colors. You know what I'm saying? And then what also get it is a lot of people do not share things that they're dealing with inside. So in a relationship, when you're getting with somebody, getting to know somebody, trust issues come because of things happened that's in the past. So when you get in a relationship with somebody and you like, man, this person seems like they closed-minded, or they don't talk, or they don't touch me, or they don't hug me, or they don't kiss me, they don't do this. And, some people are like, all right, you know what? All right, we'll ever forget it. And then they get comfortable. And then when they get married, they'll get divorced because of the same thing that was lacking. A lot of times I tell people, hey, find out what that issue is. Because you have people nowadays that are really going through some things and they have to sweep it under the rug, or drink their problems away, or get high, or, smoke weed, put their problems in their blunt and smoke it up. And so when they're in a relationship, they will never tell you. And your face like, well, damn, let's be honest. There's women out here, and there's some men too, not just saying men, women, I'm being real, a lot of women.
Right.
They have to get drunk just to get in a sexual mood. And the guy, at first, you were like, oh, man, that girl was a freak when she got drunk. But not knowing the reason why she had to get drunk was because she really didn't want to even be touched by another man because of something may have happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So my advice is get deep and under the skin and not trying to get in the skin. So sometimes we got to go under the layers and find out what really is going on.
Absolutely. So, with just piggybacking off of what you just said, like, I think a lot of times, basically what you're saying is heal first. Heal, get to know you, get to know that person, and try to work on some things before jumping into that. And I spoke about this on quite a few of my podcast episodes before, where in my marriage, I had gotten married. I came from a strict household, old school household, whatever. So my parents like, you're not shacking up with no man. If you trying to go live with him, y'all gonna have to get married. Y'all gonna do it right. You're gonna get married, and then you're gonna do this and do that. And so that's what we did. Wasn't ready at all for marriage. No commitment or anything. Just jump right into it, not really knowing each other. Only 7 years later to find out that we was not compatible after we didn't already, had our daughter. So that didn't work out. Luckily, our divorce ended smoothly, and we're able, to co-parent, the correct way. But the problem with that, after my divorce, I didn't give myself time to heal. I didn't give myself time to work through my trauma. You know what I'm saying? I didn't give myself time to grieve over my divorce. And then I had just buried my father, so I didn't give myself time to grieve over the passing of my father. I went straight into another relationship. With my son's father, and I can honestly say, like, our relationship, it wasn't the worst like that, but we went through a lot of shit. And on my part, I can honestly admit and say that I wasn't ready. It was a lot of shit I should have worked on before jumping into another relationship. So I definitely get what you mean by that. Because a lot of times people just, what they'll do is they was like, oh, the only way to move on is to go get another bitch or to go get another nigga. No.
That don't work. Because what happened is we use people as crutches.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So now if I'm okay, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? I was a hoe back in the day. I ain't gonna lie. I keep it 100 with everybody. if I broke up with somebody, hey, I need another crutch or something to keep me going of my, you know what I'm saying, what I want. So just like how some people in relationship, they will break up with somebody, and the next thing you know we'll do is, hey, I need some, I need something. I need something to lay down with me. I need somebody to conversate with me. I need somebody to pillow talk with me. And not giving yourself enough time to really dissect and think about everything. Because a lot of times we're scared of thinking about the hurt. We're scared of thinking about the pain and the agony. And that's what the issue is. We are so afraid of that. And that's why I tell people, man, listen, when you're in a relationship, you're going to have to go through the hangover process. Nobody like that hangover process. You know what I'm saying? You know when you get that good drunk and you just like, man, I don't want to get out of bed. But you got to go through that process. You know what I'm saying? So when you break up with somebody, yeah, the picture's going to be there. Yeah, the everything you like. But then you have to really go through the process of like, you know what? I can move on because I'm better now. And that's what it's about, self-empowerment. And so I tell people, please empower yourself, because guess what? Penis or vagina is not going to empower you. What's going to empower you is that you're going to have to dig deep inside and say, you know what? I need to get myself together. Because like you said, I love what you said, sis, and I'm going to let you come in with this one. I'm going to tell you what I'm saying. A lot of mothers lose focus on their children trying to hurry up and get in something else. And that's what...
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know.
And I always get, whenever I'm holding a conversation with a guy always say, man, that's crazy how you just took accountability for your shit, because a lot of women don't even do that. And I'm like, well, shit, I had to. You know what I'm saying? I'm raising a daughter, and then I want to get better. You know what I'm saying? I really want to get better. I'm not going to say it was all on my significant others, you know, on his behalf. It was my shit too, because I'm not perfect. And I got a little mouth on me. My little bitty ass got a little mouth. I can tell.
Go, Nelly. Get him, Nelly. Get him.
I mean, like, you said what? You got me fucked up. Like, so no, I can definitely relate. But that's one thing I noticed, that it's just not just me, but people in general. We have a hard time doing with taking accountability for a lot of our mistakes and our wrongdoing, and that's not cool, because then how are you going to get better if you want to get better? You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah.
So that's definitely one thing. Now we were talking about working past triggers and stuff like that. So how was it for you before you got married? What are some things you noticed you had to work on, or how did you heal yourself as a man?
Hey, listen, Nelly,
that trauma.
Can I keep it 100, fam? Can I keep it with you on here? My thing, what triggered me, I love women. And what happened was sometimes I had to really get to myself and say, you know what, if I really want to be with my wife, because my wife is a wonderful lady. If I want to be with somebody that's wonderful, I can't be something that's slumful. I can't be a slum man or you know what I'm saying? Because in reality, I don't want to embarrass my wife by doing stupidity, by cheating or doing that. So what happened was, my triggers back in the days was, if I see a woman with just woman, period, that I don't care, you know what I'm saying? If you got a body, booty, chest, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo. Right. But what happened was, I had to.
Shit, that's dope.
That's dope. Man, I'm telling you, bro, for real. So what happened was, I had to actually tell myself, hey, you know what? Why would I lose something that's good for something that's just going to be for a second? Because, see, I can always go for seconds, but I can't always get that hour, that day, them years. So my wife is the years, and I'm not going to risk a year for 1 second. Absolutely. And what I mean by that is, I had to figure out 365 days, I'm going to love my wife, but out of 1 hour, out of 3, you know what I'm saying, hours out of a day, no, I'm okay with that. So I had to really put myself in the mindset is, you know what? If I'm going to be a better man and be a better husband, I need to be a right husband, a good husband. That's right. That's what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong. I said, I got flaws. Everybody have flaws. You know what I'm saying? My wife did check me on some things. You know what I'm saying? You know them DMs. It'll be real now. You know them DMs. You know what I'm saying?
It goes down in the DM. It goes down in the DM.
You know what I'm saying? Them DMs be going crazy. Man, they be going crazy.
That's just so boring.
But see, my thing was, in the DMs, people, okay, here it is. And check this out, Nelly. You notice a man, woman, whoever, they'll smell your scent of you're not being happy or you got triggers or whatever. They can smell you. And
Yeah.
you'll look up doing good at home, and then your DM, I'm talking my DM was blowing up. My wife like, who this hoe? I'm like, I don't know that. I don't know that hoe. Knowing I knew that. You know what I'm saying?
I do know her. I do know her. I do.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know her.
But what happened is
I'm not playing that game with y'all.
them DMs are really and I tell everybody, please notice, because everybody say, oh, when you're dating somebody, things people come up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I tell everybody, it's a scent. We all got that scent. We can smell when you're doing good, because we want to make you miserable, or we want to get you to see if I can conquer what that person has. Mm-hmm. So I know, Nelly, guys was in your DM trying to get you from this new guy. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, she went through a divorce. I smell that woman, because that means, and being real, a person going through divorce, they're gullible, they're easy to be manipulated. So let me go ahead and tell her some things her dude might not be telling her. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just being real.
No, that's the truth, because once I was, became single and stuff like that right after my divorce, and they found that out, and it was like noticeable on social media because all the pictures was taken down and stuff. I had a lot of guys approaching me. Yeah. And then they was just throwing like shots, like, oh man, I want to take y'all and do this. But not knowing that I grew up, like, I have 15 siblings, and I'm
okay.
Okay.
God, ooh, mama wasn't playing with you.
That's my father. It was my fucking father. It was my father. But I didn't grow up, and not even just having my older brothers, but just growing up in the neighborhood I grew up in. I had a lot of my dad had it on lockdown in the neighborhood, so I had a lot of older brothers in general that I used to look up to, and they used to be real protective of me. So they used to kind of teach me little shit, like the game and stuff, like how dudes would be. So when guys do that, they'll be real surprised when they find out, like, damn, she really ain't going. Like, she really ain't like that. No, they'll fuck around, and what would happen would be it'll turn around and they feelings hurt. They was so busy focused on trying to play me and thinking I'm gonna be in my feelings after, I gave them my phone number, we didn't fuck or whatever, and I didn't hurt their feelings. They like, you ain't even call me. No, it was just that, my nigga. Like, it is what it is. Like,
it is
got me fucked up. Exactly, they had me fucked up. Like, so you right about that. I do feel like people they can sense that. They see that you on the prayer. They like, oh, she done went through some shit. She's vulnerable at this moment. Let me go ahead and try to fuck with it for a little bit. And they get bothered when they like, oh, she ain't even going. What the fuck? You acting all new? You acting sedity and shit?
Hey, listen, for real, Chanel, I was that nigga. They used to do it. I used to be like, oh, let me smell. Oh yeah, she commented. Her status is she depressed. Let me go ahead and give her something to lift her spirits up. And a lot of time, men too. You got some women that'll be like, hey, you know what? I know you married, but I bet your wife don't.
Can't do that. Yes.
Woo, because you listen. That trigger. I'm gonna tell you right now, Chanel. Nelly, man, you can talk. Them triggers is for a lot of men. That Pornhub, that woman be like, I bet she ain't gonna suck you like this, or I bet she'll do this, because your wife is now. It's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Just what it is when you married. But that single life. So that's why a lot of men be like, man, I wish I can go back to my single life. And I tell them, no, you don't, because just because she said that to you, you best believe she done said that and still doing it to somebody else.
Absolutely.
So you're gonna lose.
It's always like that. It's even vice versa. Like, it's always gonna be like that. It may look good now, but the grass is not green on the other side. Like, like you're gonna always have. It's always gonna be for a woman. It's always gonna be niggas lined up. For a man, it's always gonna be some women lined up. You just gotta pick your fucking battles. Like you said, you gonna choose your wife every time because you rather have years with her and you don't want to lose them years. Everybody don't think like that, and that's good that you think like that, because most people be like, man, fuck that shit, I'm gonna keep doing me. And
because every marriage, I tell people, stop lying. Your marriage ain't happy. There's no perfect marriage in this on this earth. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people, I go through issues, but guess what? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go out there and be like, oh, hey baby, come here, look at this woman. Can you do what she did? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, no, it's like. Because what happened is I'm not going to bring the devil in my home that the God has already ordained. I'm just saying. You're being Nelly. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it though. I get it.
We people do. They invite the devil in their home because they want to be what they call it. We want to be freaks and everything. And so you invite your wife into something that you know she ain't, or your husband to something that you know they're not. And then now you're going to put the devil in your relationship, in your marriage. So now you got to deal with some consequences. Now you got to deal with it because guess what? Now the devil all in your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's what it is. People love sleeping with their demons. That's all.
I swear they do. That's what we call that's another form of soul tie. You got to be careful who you have your soul tie with. You can't just be around here like. I didn't understand that until the older I got and I had kids and I went through some shit. I'm going to be real honest with you. I didn't understand the whole idea of the concept of soul tie. Like, what the fuck is that? That shit is made up. But that shit is real.
It's
like, so
real.
After you sleep with somebody, it can be weeks, days, years later. Like, people don't understand this, but you can just be sitting at home watching a movie or something and just think about a person. You can smell their scent. Why do you think that's happening? You just have a soul tie with them, that you're connected to them somehow. So people don't know that shit is real. You have to be very careful with who you lay with, but that's like a whole other topic because I'm very spiritual when it comes to shit like that. So that's another.
Okay, we're talking about something else. Girl, keep it crunk.
Yeah, like we gonna just go to something else. But back to the relationship shit. You know what I'm saying? And mentioning the whole triggers thing and stuff like that, and trauma.
Okay.
One thing I've noticed when dating and then in my past relationships, it seemed to be, and I just want to know because you're a man, and I know you're gonna be honest with me. It seems to be a lot harder for some men to admit certain things when it comes to that. We're working through their trauma or their triggers, or when healing, or when just speaking up with certain things. Why do you think that's the case?
Number one, and this is what it's called, and I'm gonna be honest with you, sis. It's called a lot of men that go through trauma. Let's just be real. Trauma is a man that's been molested, a man that's been touched by another man, right?
You saying that's the only thing that's trauma?
No. I'm just saying that's one of them. That's one.
Okay,
that's a big factor.
Okay.
And what happens is I'm gonna break down each factors. I'm gonna break this down. So say for instance, okay, you got a man that you're dating that's been dealing with some, and he's been molested, right? You're about to deal with somebody who has a sexual identity crisis of themselves. Get what I'm about to tell you. What they do is, a lot of men would never get help for that because the fact is they're a man. It's proudful. You know what I'm saying? I deal with it. So when they get in a relationship, a lot of those men become very, how I want to say this, they love sex a lot. They want to, because what they're doing is they're trying to prove that they're not gay, if I'm making a good point to you.
Yes.
So when you're meeting a man like that that's dealing with that trauma, you're going through to a woman like, look, I don't want sex like that. But you might have that man and say, well, I'm trying to find myself because I'm not gay. I ain't never got help. And he will never share that with anybody because, especially not a woman, because he don't want to tell his woman, a man touched me or a man did this to me. He don't know how she's going to be receptive to that. Thank you, Foster Glenn. So with that being said, I would like to tell everybody, like, that's a trauma that needs to be talked about because a lot of relationships are failing because of that. Men don't talk. Men don't, you know what I'm saying? Then you might have another factor, a man that's been seeing his mama or daddy and mama getting abused, right?
Right.
A man would never tell you about that, but he becomes the abuser. So now the woman that he dates, he's still mad because his mama never fought back. So he feels himself, he's empowered, and you should be just like mama and shut up and take the abuse. So he'll never get that treatment for that. So now that's another factor that women have to deal with the man. Then another factor is a man that's growing up with people that's drinking and on drugs. If you ever notice, you have a lot of relationships where a guy be like, look, I gotta get drunk. Because what happened is that's all he's seen. That's all he knows. That's it. It's because mama and daddy, or it might not have been daddy. Mama was always drunk. Or when daddy came around, dad was always drunk. Or maybe mama boyfriend was always drunk. So that case, in his mind, it's just hereditary now. And to get to it, the relationships are failing because a lot of men are not seeking help for their issues, if I'm making sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
And they don't get help. So when they don't get help for this, Next thing you know, the relationship is going chaos. The woman telling everybody, like, you know, she's not gonna tell nobody what's going on because she don't want everybody to know what's going on in her house. But she's dealing with issues because she got to deal with this man that don't want to talk about nothing. But then she got to deal with the kids. She got to deal with this, deal with that. That's a lot of pressure on the women. That's why I tell a lot of women have become kitchen sinks.
Kitchen sinks. What's that?
You know, a kitchen sink, I throw all my dirty dishes into what?
In the sink.
Follow what I tell you.
Yeah.
That mean is, in the kitchen sink, you got to take everything I give you. You're going to take every dirty dish I give you, every abuse, every talk, whatever, everything, because I'm just throwing my dishes in your sink. And you got to be the woman to hold it up, and you got to take it all. And that's why a lot of women in the relationships be like, man, I wish my man would talk. And some men wish they do, but some men just need therapy. You know what I'm saying? Just be 100 with you. They need therapy, but it'll never happen. And then you can't share it to other guys. Some guys you could, but some guys you can't. Because here's the question, Nelly, and I know I got like 30 seconds before we go on commercial break. If I share this with one of my guys, right, they're going to now use that for their advantage to get with my wife or my girlfriend.
See, those ain't your guys then.
Well, them ain't my guys.
Those ain't your guys then. Those not no good friends. No.
So who can? That's what I'm saying. So a man feel like they don't have no one to really talk to. So that's why everything becomes their empowerment: drugs, alcohol, sex, everything more, and physical violence, because they don't have no way to release or talk about their situations. So,
yeah. And I've heard that before. I've definitely heard that a lot of men don't have anyone to talk to. We're about to go on commercial break real fast, and then we'll be right back. For anybody who wants to call in later on and ask questions, please feel free to call in. That's the number right there. That's the number you'll call if you have any questions or if you want to talk to us for a few. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
I'm about to get drunk. No,
Welcome to Petals and Produce, East Washington and Shortridge.
We back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back to Sex, Love, and Vibes. What's up? With your favorite homegirl, Chanel, and my guest, Darnell from Out of the Box Podcast. What's up? Welcome back. We had to take a quick break. I love the fucking horn, man. I love it. I love the fucking horn. But now that we back, we was discussing relationships or whatnot, and we was talking about triggers and trauma, and you were giving me your male perspective on it. Yeah. So we're talking about that and moving on to that. I have a question. This is a question I saw on social media, and I know my answer to this question, but I just want to know your answer to the question.
Go ahead,
do you believe that women are do you believe that women they can be better when it comes to cheating? You thought I wasn't gonna ask no juicy question.
I know that's right. So this is the thing. The truth is, yes.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Cause here it is. A lot of us men, we feel like we doing our thing. We ain't worried about her at home. So we ain't thinking about what she doing and not knowing she could be all, you know what I'm saying? She done set up doing what we doing. And our stupid mindset, us men, we stupid. I'm not gonna lie, we stupid. Mm-hmm. We at the bar thinking we chilling, doing what we doing. And the one we at home, we know she good. We think she just at home waiting for us to come home. And she doing whatever she want to do under our nose.
Mm-hmm.
And we give too much thinking that we the macho, we the best, we know. But when think about it, and that's just part of life. When you think you're the best, you're really not.
Right.
And a lot of times the ones that talk the most is the one that ain't nothing. But the one that's quiet is the most deadly one.
Right.
So if I'm with a crowd, the one that's talking the most, I know you the punk. But the one that's quiet, I need to worry about. So the woman in a relationship is quiet. So I can tell you, Nelly, you quiet. You know what I'm saying? I know you quiet. You might talk, but you
take me there. Until you take me there, then I'm like, what you say?
You know what I'm saying? But it's always the one where people, the fellas, we have to understand that just because she's quiet and you neglecting her, you're thinking, oh, she's just gonna stay there because I'm giving
you
her.
You can say what you want on my podcast. Okay. You ain't gotta worry about that. What do sisters over here?
I'm digging her down, right? I'm digging her down,
right?
And my dig is the best thing in the world. She ain't going nowhere, so I'm gonna leave the house for a day, 2 or 3 days, and you thinking it's okay because you're a man and you know in your mindset, but you're so stupid to understand that. Just like in life, just like a job, you keep on calling, no call, no show. You get what? You get fired.
Terminated.
And we don't think like that. We think because we got the master degrees, we feel like we can't get fired. No, I'm sorry, not a master degree. We feel like because we got a union, we can't get fired because we're part of the union. And
yeah, so, I get guys that say that often. Or a guy that I was dating was like, yeah, I don't know what you're doing. You be doing whatever because, women are way smarter at creeping and stuff. And I'm just like, are we though? Then I thought about it and I can't agree. Like, sometimes men, y'all can be very sloppy. Some men are smarter. They do their little dirt and it may last for a little long time. But most men, you can be a little sloppy. As for women, it'll be a little easier to do stuff. But then I just have to let me know, like, not every woman is like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's certain shit. I wouldn't put myself in a position to do certain shit with me being the age I'm at. That's little kid shit. So, but yeah, so that was actually one of my juicy questions. I was like, let me ask Darnell.
No, yeah, ask that, dude, because you got to think about it. Even in us men, we so stupid, right? We don't erase DMs. You know what I'm saying? We don't erase text messages.
Mm-hmm. You gonna have every nigga now erase some shit.
Erase them. Erase them right now. And then, you know what get us though, for real? The one that fellas don't even think about, their history on the internet. These fools don't know how to go and erase the history of what they were looking on. You know what I'm saying?
They about to be Googling some shit now.
Yeah, they dog. Hey, Nelly, they be on them dating sites. You know what I'm saying? They be on them
I've been on dating sites.
You've been on, yeah. I was too. I used to be on them dating sites. You know what I'm saying? But I found out how to clear my history. So I'm good now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not dealing with you.
You know what I'm saying? So, no, but that's what it is. We so stupid. We don't understand. Like, women know how to erase evidence. They know how to move. You all know how to move swiftly. You all know how to do things. We don't coordinate. We don't coordinate. Mm-hmm. We just go, you got your leg open? Here I come. You know what I'm saying? We don't even
That's it. That's all.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. I got another question for you.
Go ahead.
All right. Who let's see. Who should be the one to take control in the bedroom? The woman or the man?
The man.
You said that with no problem. Why the man?
The man.
Why the man?
Because number one, and let me break this down. A lot of women when
this is being in a relationship. I'm not talking about if you're single. If you're single, I mean, yeah, it could be the same answer, but it's really not.
Yeah, if you single, whatever. You single, you sexing somebody. I'm talking to you too. Then forget.
Right? Okay, you're right. Right? Don't even fucking matter. You're right.
Right? Because so here it is, Nelly. To all your women out there, right? The reason why I say a man should lead. Do you want to teach your man everything, or would you want your man? You see what I'm saying? A man in the bedroom. If he don't know how to, now get this. If I'm a lead, I still got to ask some questions, right?
Right.
So a man that lead, that's not saying I'm not going to ask, hey, is this pleasing you? Is this hurting you? Is this such? I'm finding out what your rhythm is. And you know what I'm saying? Let you catch up. I want to make sure our rhythm, what I want to say, our wire pattern is on the same wavelength. I don't want to be where if a man going down on a woman, and you know, sometimes these men be biting it, thinking they doing something because the woman's shaking her legs.
Man.
And I'm like, dude, she ain't shaking her leg because you feeling good. She might be shaking her leg because you hurting her. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
But it's okay to ask a woman, do you like this? Do you like it like that? And because now I'm leading. Because guess what? A woman rather wants a man to lead, just like in a dance. So if I'm going to lead in the dance, I'm going to lead in the room. And it's not that I'm dominant. It's just saying, hey, baby, let me take this lead. But I'm still going to find out what you know what I'm saying? What's your rhythm? What's going on? What you like.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not going to go in there and be roughhouse and you a slow motion. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's so important. A lot of times, you know, from experience, like I feel like people be afraid to just talk. You know, during that time, or ask questions, but that shit is important. Like, don't just assume. You know, don't just assume that this is what I like or that you're just doing this right. No, because if you don't really know that person and it just so happened, you might be picking up on the wrong type of body language. So you might just want to ask. You might want to ask questions before, during, hell, maybe even after. Like, you know, what you think? What is it that I need to work on? A lot of people are not mature enough for those type of conversations, but that shit is very, very fucking important. And this is for women too, because I know a guy who said, you know, it's no such thing as a woman being bad in bed. And I mean, I don't know how it
what?
is.
That's a lie.
I don't know how it is for men, but you know, I can just say, like, you know, like we were listening to my cousins and how they had a little male talk, or my brothers and how they had a male talk. Like, if a woman is just dead weight in the bed, it's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Nelly, don't listen to that man. That man that told you that.
No,
Nelly, that man that told you that, he was trying to get in your draw. Let me tell you something, Nelly. That's a lie. Women, it's some women out here that is bad in the bed. Let me tell you first why I say that.
Okay.
Nelly, number one, if a woman don't take a good bath to tighten up the walls, and the man go in there, and it's just like I'm on the ocean. And I'm in the and guess what? I found everything at the bottom of the ocean. I'm pulling up everything. I'm like, God, who is this? And what you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on. And then, Nelly, you said I could be myself, Nelly. You said I could be myself, Nelly.
I did say that. You can always be yourself on my show. Ain't no shame in my fucking show. Go ahead.
Nelly, all I'm saying to the next thing, Nelly, is there's a lot of women that try to do all sex on men. And then you like, hold on, boo. No. Just because you see that on TV, that's not how. No, you don't put teeth on my. Listen, that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm just saying, Nelly. These women nowadays don't know.
You better tell them, bro. You better tell them.
But it's okay if you just want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I say it's good for me to leave. And you know, because I don't want to hurt her. And at the same time, I don't want you to be biting on me. Because now I got to put alcohol, and that's going to burn my thing because I got your teeth marked. No, that's not cute. You know what I'm saying? That's not cute.
Right.
And then you also have women nowadays that are, I have experienced it. Women that's lazy in the bedroom, right? She do not want to, she don't like this one or that one. She just want to lay on her back. Or then you got some women that get so lazy, just hit it from the back. And it's like, okay.
Well, fuck it. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, I'll do it. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Right, come on. You want it now? All right.
Yeah. All right. I ain't going to be mad about it. But what happened is, once you get lazy in the room, here's the catch. While you lazy, Keisha next door is Pornhub. Keep being lazy and not trying to communicate with me. I'm going to get Miss Pornhub, even though it might not be good over there.
Right.
But my sexual desire, see what I'm saying? It goes this kind of way. That's why I tell people, if you just allow people to really communicate, even in the bedroom, like, hey, babe, you know what? You might not have never been a rider on a man, but you know, we're gonna ride today. We're gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you how to ride today.
I'm gonna tell you what to do now. I'm gonna tell you that.
Or what happened is, sister, I'll be honest. I'm married. I love God and all this. But once I'm married, I can do things. I can talk to my wife about things, right? So I told me and my wife, I said, you know, baby, let's watch porn. Let's watch something on Pornhub. Being honest. Have you ever watched it? She was like, no, okay, we're going to watch this together. Some people, sometimes it's okay to say, you know, let's just watch this. And then Oh, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. And I'm not saying my wife enough. No, my wife is what she is. That's why she got me married. That's how I got married. No,
okay. We get it. He said that. Goddamn it. That's how she got me tied down.
That's how she got me down.
Right,
but what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, people will leave their relationship, their marriages, or their however, because this person not fulfilling in their bedroom. Absolutely. And so if you're not fulfilling my bedroom, then I go ahead and get this other person. When I can just have communication, hey, why don't we talk about this or look at this? And now it's like, bam, boom, we out there. It's fireworks and everything, you know, gunshots. You know what I'm saying? It's gunshots and fireworks. But it's all about communication. That's all. Absolutely.
People forget about that. Communication works in every aspect of a relationship.
There you go. I'm
a friendship or anything, but especially in the bedroom, you have to be comfortable enough to communicate about a lot of things. To tell your lover, like, baby, I don't like when you do that. That doesn't feel good when you do that. Or you should try this. Or how about we do this and stuff like that. So, I definitely agree with you. When I got married at a young age, I was so close-minded to a lot of things. And I can talk about it now because I'm older. But I was young when I got married. So I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not. That's gonna make me look bad. Or I'm not. He like, we're married. I don't care. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But as I got older, I got into another relationship. I started finding who I was as a person.
You found that freak in you, Nelly. You found that freak in you, Nelly.
So I got Nelly. I got my second kid. You know, I ain't out here. I don't play them fucking games. But I'm just saying, like, you get older and you start, when you get in a serious relationship and when you really love somebody. And you want to communicate and you want to make it work, that person that's going to communicate honestly with you. So they're going to tell you, like, baby, you got to start off with a compliment. I'm going to just say that. You got to start off with a compliment with a lot of women. Like, baby, you so fucking dope, but let me tell you, I don't like to do this. And that's just how it is. That's just being honest. So
I know, I like that, Chanel, because what happened also, Chanel, you have women that's, and I'm about to break it out there. You have women that have might be on, okay, say for instance, you have women that's on that have fibroids, right?
Right.
That's dealing with fibroids. And when women are dealing with fibroids, penetration hurts them. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then they might have a hysterectomy. Now their hormones is not the same no more. You know what I'm saying? So communication goes a long way. And that's why
because you can do another form of intimacy. There's so much other shit you gotta do. You ain't gotta be penetration. Look, don't get me started. I'm just saying, but it's a lot of stuff you can do when you're in love with somebody and you want to make it work. It's a lot of stuff you can do, and people be surprised. It may sound boring once you bring it up, but if you really sit down, even if you want to talk to a sex therapist or whomever, you really sit down with somebody, you'll be like, oh, that was kind of nice when you did that. So I definitely get it. I got one other question for you.
Come on.
Because you brought this up and I thought that was fucking funny as hell. Do you believe, because you made a joke earlier about how you was a hoe back in the day and stuff like that, but now you're married. Yeah. But do you believe that you can turn a hoe into a housewife? Or we're gonna say housewife. I don't want to say house dad. We're gonna say housewife.
Well, hell, I'm a house dad. I was a hoe. So yeah.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna use you as the example. So we're gonna say women. Do you believe it's the same for women though?
I
think it's different. I think gender roles is different.
In a way, I would never say, you know what? Let me tell you this. And I hate when people say that. And I'm be honest, you know what I'm saying? I'm a hoe. I'm be honest, I was a hoe. And if a female that was that's out there that's sleeping with a lot of people, and now she decides to
give your definition of a hoe. I want to know. What's your definition of hoe?
The definition of a hoe is I wasn't in no relationship, but I was getting my pleasure going on with this person, that person, this person. I wasn't in no relationship with them. Mm-hmm. I'm just out there for physical pleasure. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the definition of a hoe for a woman? What's a woman? What is a hoe when you think of a woman? What would be her definition?
I would say about the same thing. A woman that just don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't want no man. You just sleep on every person. You know what I'm saying?
Some men will say, or some women will say, well, I ain't no hoe. Because a hoe would be a person that's getting paid for it type of fucking thing.
No,
so
no,
that's not it.
See, now that's hold on. Here, that's a whore that get paid. That's a whore.
Oh, it's a difference between hoe and whore. Oh, I didn't even know black folks say whore.
I say it.
Oh, okay.
Because let me say, you get paid for it, you just a whore. You're a whore. But now you don't get paid for it. You still.
That sounds very serious and aggressive. You're not a hoe. You're a whore. That sounds very aggressive. Okay.
That means you make money, baby. You make money. You know what I'm saying? You make money, you get benefit. You get money off of it.
Okay.
But when you tell a woman that just sit on the couch,
Jackie always ready.
but when you sit there and you talk to a woman and if she just out there sleep with this man, that man, you know, you just out there badly. No, you're a hoe because the simple fact is you just like me. We just hoes. You know what I'm saying? We just a hoe. And the fact is this: you're not getting paid for it. All you doing is putting a name out there. Hey, Jack, you stupid.
You might as well just play the rest of it, Jackie. You might as well.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, that's my part. Okay, go ahead.
But so yeah. So what I'm saying is a woman can become a housewife because the fact is, listen, but only way she can do it, I'm gonna tell you be honest with you though, she can't stay in that same neighborhood. She cannot be in that same neighborhood. She may not be in the same city. Cause if you go out, I'm be like, boo, boo. You know, me and my book, girl, stop. For real. Now you out here, now you're a wife, for real, boo, boo. All right. But if she goes somewhere else, her identity can change. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real.
No, I get it. Well, do you think a woman can be a player? Is there such thing as a female being a player?
Yeah, she can. Yeah, a woman can. A woman, there's a lot of women that I play.
Some men be like, ain't no such thing as a woman being a player. She a hoe.
Because let me tell you why I say yes. Because a lot of women played us. A lot of women been playing some men. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, you know and I know, you got some of your homegirls that had that man, that nigga over there. I'm sorry I'm saying it, but
right. And they got another one.
Huh?
And then they got another one.
Exactly. Got the bull over there. And then what you tell him? Hey, listen, don't come over here or don't call me at a certain time because he at home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So women are players. Don't get it twisted. But she can become a hoe can become a housewife, but it's just a fact is where it's like everybody say with no judgment. Let me tell you, that's gonna be judged. The man that's seen all the men be like, yeah. Hey, you know that one Greek, that person that hugged you had, girl, that long hug, yeah, you missed this day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? She be like, damn, oh man, that was my, you know, husband, like, who was that nigga? That was my cousin. Girl, you lied, ain't your damn cousin. That was cousin that was digging you down. Ain't no damn cousin. But you gotta she have to move somewhere where she's not to be identified, and that's true. But she can be a housewife. It's just the fact that there's some things that people will say,
it depends on her location.
Yeah, and real talk.
It depends on her location. That's funny.
Because think about it, Nelly. If you was a hoe in the nightclub, and you get married, you can't go back to that same club.
I feel like if you bold enough to be a hoe, you might as well just go ahead and hoe it out for the rest of your life.
There you go, hoe it out.
You better accept you for who you is as a hoe, because you're a hoe. But that's just my thought. But I get it. I get what you're saying.
The hoes need love too, though, Nelly.
The hoes need love too. Like if you nasty, go ahead and be nasty.
Nah, they gonna get that stupid man. They get that one stupid man, you know, that's gonna love them. Yeah.
They might be happy. They might be happy. They might be happy. No, but okay, so that was actually all of my juicy questions that I have. Now I know when we talked, you said you had some shit for me. Do you have any questions for me that you would like to ask before we end the episode? Because you be ready.
I'll be ready. I'm gonna ask you, like, for real. So tell me and your people, the current man. You know what I'm saying? The current guy.
Mm-hmm.
What makes him better than the ex? May I ask?
What makes him better than the ex? Patience.
Okay.
Patience, and it would definitely be communication. We're able to communicate more, and we're actually trying to take our time. It's no rushing, and that's on both ends, because I used to rush a lot of shit. So now it's actually like, okay, let me slow the fuck down. Let us slow the fuck down, and let's like really take our time with stuff, and then communicate even when it's difficult. You know, because it's difficult. It is very difficult. Like, we're going to have to communicate about some shit we don't probably want to talk about at that moment, but we have to talk about it. So those are the two main things. That's what makes it different.
And I appreciate you answering it, because that's one question a lot of women need to understand. Because when you're divorcing one or breaking up with a guy, just say you ain't married, but just breaking up with a person, especially for you women, to breaking up with a man, we don't. A lot of times, females I see that they don't have the patience. They just rush, and when you rush, here it is. When you rush into a wall. But when you take your patience, you can actually see your treasure.
Yes.
And that's the problem. People don't want to. They don't want to see the treasure. They just run into the wall because they're trying to rush. And I appreciate you saying we took in our time.
But with this dating thing, or just me on this journey that I'm on, I had a lot of people not like that. They're like, you always want to take things slow, or you just always trying to take your time. People be really surprised. Like, I think everybody nowadays is used to just rushing. They like want everything fast and quick, and I'm just like, oh no.
Yeah. And Chanel, would you want me to cook you a hot pocket, or would you like me to do some smothered chicken?
I want some smothered chicken. I want some collard greens. I want some cornbread.
There you go. Hot pockets is a lot of people in the day game want something quick, microwavable.
Right.
But they don't want the seasoning. See, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. So if I'm saying I'm gonna put a pot together for you, some smothered chicken, right?
Right.
I have to fry the chicken, right? Gotta fry the chicken. So now first I gotta put the grease in the pan. That's you and the guy. You gotta make sure the pan is hot. Put the chicken in. Before I put the chicken in, I have to season it. Okay. So I gotta season that chicken, and we like to put our hands in that chicken, right? And we like to go ahead and make sure we got season all around the chicken.
Coat it real good.
Coat it real good. You know what I'm saying?
No little nicks and necks and crannies.
You know what I'm saying? So,
all right, I got you.
So, and that's just what it is. Even in a relationship, we need to start coating it, making sure everything is right. Hey, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? What you like to do? What you like to do? So now we got that together. We put the chicken in the pan, right? Now we letting the chicken cook. Guess what? You got some people that eat a lot of raw chicken, but I like my chicken done. Raw chicken is, I'm gonna go ahead and take this chicken out. It look good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and just no. Let me go ahead and still cook some more, because of the fact is, I want us to get to know each other more. I want to really, so you could get the better of me and not the rawness of me. Absolutely. Because a lot of people want to take just a little bit and run with it. So get this, here it go with the chicken. Now I take the chicken out. Right here, I take the chicken out, and I go ahead. You take chicken out, we want to cook some other chicken. You put the onions in the pan, right? You put the onions in there, you put the bell peppers in, you even put a little seasoning in there, okay? And then what happened is, after you put that seasoning, you say, well, what's that, Darnell? Well, what that is, now I'm adding in the children, my situation, all of this is in here.
All this other extra shit.
Woo. So you say it's in there. So now I got to make the gravy. So you say, well, how you make the gravy? Well, I got to put some water in it, right? Put a little chicken broth in there. So I'll put some chicken broth, a little bit of water, and I'll put some flour in. I'm going to stir it around in the pan until it gets thick in there, right? Now that, because I don't want it clumpy. Because a lot of people got a lot of relationships that's clumpy. Here's the clumpiness. Clumpy relationships are the one where everybody turns to everybody for advice and not to the person that you should be talking to. And so now your relationship is real clumpy. So you not focused. You know what I'm saying? You go to your best friends and everybody else about your woman or your man. And in reality, you should be talking to your man or your woman about your situation. Absolutely. So now you found out, you know what? I'm adding more chicken broth to this to make it a little bit more sturdy. So now you got that good gravy. Put the chicken back in. Now I got the chicken back in there. I'm about to put that top on my pan, and I'm gonna let it just tenderize my chicken. So now I'm gonna let it tenderize. And here it is. Now that I got this relationship going, I'm not gonna let anybody and everybody come up.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. And then I'm hungry.
And listen, what I'm saying though, sis, I'm telling you. So now I done put the top over it. So what I'm doing is, not everybody can put their mess in my relationship. Absolutely. So, everybody want to throw stuff in your relationship. No, you can't. Because my relationship about to simmer. And it's about to get soft. It's going to be tasting real good to me and my mate, not to everybody else. Absolutely. And so now that it's done, I ain't worried about a hot pocket, because the microwave is either going to burn my food or it's going to come out raw. But since I took my time, my food going to taste real good at the end.
It's patience.
Thank you. Nelly.
With dating, or like with being in a relationship, or even being in a marriage, you have to be patient. You're constantly growing. You're gonna constantly grow. I hate when people think, oh, you just stop. No,
Right.
even when you're married, even when being married for 7 years, it's some shit you used to like 7 years ago that you no longer like, and your wife like, now I got to get to know this new Darnell type shit.
Yeah, for real.
It's some new shit. So you're right. It takes patience. It definitely takes open communication. You got to be able to communicate about a lot of shit. Some shit that's heavy, some shit that you don't even want to talk about. But you got to be able to communicate with that.
That's right.
So you're absolutely right.
Hey, but Nelly, to you and to all your beautiful women that's watching and listening, hey, I know y'all empower women. So if you're feeling good, go ahead, take a sip of your wine right now and just say, you know what? I feel good. I'm self-empowered. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man. Take a sip of your wine just to say.
I do. Usually I have my wine, but tonight it was a Hennessy type of night.
Hey, get that hen dog, fam.
It was a hen dog, but it was wonderful. You know what? Before we go, I just want to say thank you. Because you know what? I'm not going to even lie to you. Before you got on this episode, I was like, Darnell gonna get on here, he gonna talk shit. He gonna have a lot of questions, and he about to try to put me on the spot, and I'm ready. So I'm gonna get the Henny out. I ain't gonna get no wine tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and get the fucking Henny out, and I'm gonna be prepared. But nah, everything went good. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for even.
I appreciate you, sis. For real.
You gotta come back on here again. I really enjoyed you. Thank you so much.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Sex, Love, and Vibes. I love this show for real. I listen to all your episodes, man. I'm thankful for being here. It's an honor. And to all your listeners, man, hey, y'all have a wonderful lady, man. Chanel, keep doing what I would love to come back. You know what I'm saying? Let's have to talk again. You know what I'm saying? Just let's do it. I would love to invite you to my show. We're gonna bring you to my show and have another good time.
Anytime. You just let me know the day and time, and I'm down for it. The vibe was wonderful. The energy was great. Thank you so much for being open and honest with me.
Thank you, sis.
I really enjoyed having you on the show. So yeah. And to my viewers, thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Sex, Love, and Vibes. I appreciate you so much. Great episode. I love y'all so much. And as always, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all next Saturday.
Roll up this week. I can't wait to give you my seat. I can't wait till it's just week. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Roll up this week. I can't wait to give you my seat. I can't wait till it's just week. I can't wait. No, I can't wait. No. I'm too impatient. Ooh. Rolled up a whole damn gram I'm facing. I'm too damn impatient. Ooh. Look at your body, yeah, look what I'm facing. I'm too damn impatient. I'm trying to get all in your life and you waste it. I'm trying to make a baby. Fuck. I'm trying to fuck it up, yeah, I'm trying to go crazy. Lady, you plus